Hello, you beautiful women. Yep, I do have a giant green fuzzy pillow in my lap. It's really, really cold in my condo today, but that's okay. We're gonna get started with this video. So today's is on a topic, as you know, I've talked about many times before, but today we're gonna get like serious level hardcore on it, okay? So this video is quick, but it's important, and it's all about journaling. So the first part of journaling is gonna be a reflection back over the last 2 months, which is crazy, 8 weeks, 2 months. That's how long you've been in the Fit Girl Gang for, and that's how long you've been putting work in for. And I know I sound like broken record over and over. Journal, write shit out, journal, write shit out every single week. That's because I want you to be able to look back and reflect on your own progress. It's been proven that there is nothing that feels better and that it is more encouraging and exciting and motivating than seeing your own progress and seeing the changes that take place. And when you write them down and you can physically see, okay, 8 push-ups to 10 push-ups to, oh my God, I could do 15. When you can see those changes or changes in your habits or changes in anything because it's been written down with the date, that's gonna make it real for you. Okay, that's why I stress this so much, because I want it to become real for you. I don't want you to think that there are changes happening. I want you to know it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take each of the habits, okay? Each of the Fit Girl Gang habits, and we're gonna write them out. So we're getting to the block 5 habit later, but it's not something that really is anything like what we've done before. So you don't need to worry about that right now, okay? So you're gonna write out in your journal, you're gonna write out water, 4 liters. You're gonna write out protein, 100 grams. You're gonna write greens, get more and as much and as often, okay? Then you're gonna go on to the next one. So we're gonna talk treat meals, okay? How are you with treat meals? You're just gonna write treat meals out, okay? Then you're gonna write out sugar, and then you're gonna write out getting more fiber. Those are all of the core habits that are engulfed in the Fit Girl Gang, okay? Those are the habits that make up the Fit Girl Gang. Whether you get to round 6 or 8 or whatever you end up doing in your lifetime, which is hopefully many, many rounds, because so much will be continued to be added and we'll be changing up the workouts, we'll be adding in so much content for you, those will always be the core habits for you forever. It's never gonna be like, oh shit, made it to round 4, now there's a strict meal plan, because that's not sustainable for life. These habits are maintainable for life. So you're gonna write out a list of every single one of those habits. And then out of 10, I want you to get super, super real and super honest with yourself. And I want you to give yourself a score out of 10 for each individual habit, okay? How you think you've done. And this might sound harsh, but it's really important to reflect back, especially now that we're getting to the end of the first round, on how you've done, right? And where you need to put more effort in going forward, right? Round 2 isn't about, oh, I did shitty on round 1, so gotta do it again. It's about, okay, I made it this far, now it's time to continue growing my journey, right? Like this whole thing is a process, it's a journey, and it's about building on what you already have established. So giving yourself a score isn't like, okay, now I can beat myself up and like I have to do better next time. It's, okay, where did I do amazing on? Where do I get to feel so proud? Like maybe you're consciously now getting in 100 grams of protein every day when before you had no idea how much protein you were consuming. But maybe you literally have not cut down on your sugar intake at all, and you really need to work on it because you know you're consuming way too much. You're gonna be the only one that is able to give yourself a fair score on this. So I want every single one of those habits that you write down just on a list for you to give yourself a score out of 10, okay? So that's kind of so that you can check in with yourself, see what you're working with. When we're done block 2 or round 2, and when we're done round after that, you're gonna be doing the exact same thing. And the nice thing is you're gonna be able to compare this in a journal side by side. Okay? Something else with journaling, I want you to start off this block with an intention, okay? I know we always start off every week and every block mapping out the week, doing our goal, like goal planning and like really, really making sure that you have your game plan in place for when your workouts are happening. But on top of that, I want an intention for this last block, okay? And we're actually gonna be sharing our intentions in our Thoughtful Thursday, with what our true intention is for this block. So is that gonna be a certain commitment that you have to yourself? Is that gonna be a certain practice that you get into of being grateful for your body? Is that gonna be a practice of being kinder to yourself? Is that an intention of sticking to as many habits as you can throughout the next 2 weeks, despite it maybe being a challenging time of year to do so? It can be whatever you want it to be and whatever means the most to you. So we're gonna all share those in the Facebook group, but that's something that we're gonna do. So journaling is a really, really important thing. And the longer that you're doing this for, the more you're gonna be happy that you have it. And I can honestly tell you, like straight up, from me to you, I wish somebody told me when I was earlier on in my fitness journey, write it down, write it down, write it down, so you can check in with yourself, so you can see the improvements, so that you can actually know the tangible progress that's going on. because I don't have shit. Like I maybe have a bit here and there, but it's so frustrating to not be able to look back. And something too is you're gonna notice in these workouts for block 5, there's a lot of comparisons, right? We're testing your 5K again. Woo, I know you're excited. You guys know running's not my favorite thing in the world either, so if it's not yours, that's okay, but it's gonna feel so damn good to be able to compare your run times with what they were in block 1 since you've spent these last 8 weeks training, right? So you wanna make sure you have those there, and then you're able to test now, and then you're able to write this down so you can compare to this one later, right? We're also gonna be retesting what your max push-up is. You wanna be able to compare your old max push-up in block 1 to what your max push-up is now. It's really important, and it feels good. So I want you to give yourself 30 minutes to write out this list before you start block 5, okay? Write out the list, give yourself a score of all of the habits where you're at right now, okay, out of 10, and be honest with yourself. You're probably not gonna be perfect in every category, and that's okay. The Fit Girl Gang is not about perfection, and you know that by now, but it is about like getting real and not hiding from the things that you don't wanna see. You know, so often there's like certain areas that we know we're not doing so great in, so we're just like, let's just brush it under the rug. Let's not think about that. Let's maybe only focus on the stuff I'm doing great, which is maybe your workouts. But we wanna be able to see the whole picture, because it's until we're honest with ourselves and we can face our own, I don't wanna say shortcomings, but also shortcomings, but areas that we're kind of lacking attention or effort, we're not really gonna be able to fulfill our own potential. So that's what I want out of this journaling practice. So please, at the beginning of this block, right after watching this video, unless you're in the car driving or doing anything that's dangerous, I want you to give yourself 30 minutes in this day to write everything out, okay? And set yourself up for the most incredible next 2 weeks that you've had yet. I am so determined, and you guys are gonna see this over the next 2 weeks, I am determined to make this by far the best 2 weeks of this program yet, okay? And I'm gonna be on you, so I want you to be on yourself as well. So I will see you guys in the next video.